It just continues to be a female-run business and has been female-run for 4 generations. And
you're coming back under a new paradigm.
Yes.
There could be a different way to run the business. We probably experienced just keeping farms alive is a really important one. And actually for small farmers, we're relatively a small, medium-sized farm. The corporate farms keep getting bigger and bigger. We would have been struck by lightning somewhere if we'd ever sold this land, but by generations of people in the heavens.
In the wind, you can sort of, the crops that are growing, you can taste it, like taste the dust. And whiskey's about a place where it's grown, where it's made, all that stuff matters.
Place across the way, my high school classmate, his 5 brothers couldn't agree, brothers and sisters couldn't agree on what to do with the farm, so they sold it. They are turning over quickly, and these are the farmers I thought would never leave the community, or at least the family name.
Yeah.
We're the 4th generation of the farm. First generation, Grandpa Charlie. Then second generation was Paul.
And our grandfather.
And there was no alcohol on the farm. And he'd been dead for 14 years at this time, and she said, your grandfather would roll over in his grave if he knew his grain was going into whiskey. We can keep the bank at bay, because we were also in...
Like all farms.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All the time, every year, you never know when it's the year you're going to go under, yeah.
And you pretty much barely make enough money to pay the banker back, so you can then get
start
another
again
loan and do it all over again. So
the operating loan.
So I think we it's taken a while to get the business going.
But it didn't take very long to this is what we were looking for from day one, and we couldn't get it, and you bridged that gap for us, and it was, I'm like, this is the best. This is exactly what we want this, right? It's pretty important to us, not just from the terroir point of view, is that we want to know where all of our stuff comes from. So for us, it was pretty important to know the people that grew the grain, because it was part of what we are as a whiskey company. We want to take this back to the land, to where it came from, because we're a value-added farming product. It's cool for us to show a map and say, here's where our grains come from. There's 2 places in the state, and it's allowed us to internally and within our village make connections like this is where stuff comes from, not just for our whiskey, but things come from real place. People who are growing this stuff that allows it, and that's been lost for so long.
Oh, I completely agree.
And I was like, I think we can actually make a business here. So that helped turn her mind when all of a sudden now we have a diversified revenue stream. We're just not selling to the co-op.
Yep.
And we can get a premium enough that we can keep the bank at bay. I think a lot of farmers, get stuck in that old paradigm. Well, grandpa did it this way, great-grandpa did it this way. And it took mom a minute to think there could be a different way to run the business.
We wanted to know the people that grew it and know exactly where it came from. And you offered that up on a platter. Our whiskey tastes like Colorado.
Yes, exactly.
It's important to us.
Yes.
And you made that happen.